It's that time of the week again. We are joined by the broadcasting legend and hero of mine, Mr. Arthur Murphy. How are you?
Not too bad, son. Good morning.
I should have dressed up for you. I'm in a hoodie and a dodgy t-shirt, and you always look dapper.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, not quite as dapper, I gather, as the other gentleman that will be following you next week.
Yes, Anton Savage is going to be on next week.
Yes, he comes in a pinstripe suit.
Yeah, but that's because he has to work, though, you know.
Oh,
and he has a proper job, whereas I just kind of watch Neighbours. And
I was thinking about doing him next week with my pinstripe suit.
yeah, you could have a pinstripe off. That would be cool. I read that there's 1,270 members of the Get Arthur Murphy Back on the Box members of the Facebook page.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? There's a groundswell of opinion.
Well,
And a groundswell of support, I should say.
but it's only 1,002.
Yeah, that's how it starts. From little acorns, mighty oaks grow.
Maybe. Yeah, I knew nothing about this till last week. Jenny did this on the
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook, yeah. And I walked into a bank yesterday, which I was about to rob, naturally. And this woman says, I've seen you on Facebook. So that plan went out.
So you couldn't rob it then?
I couldn't do anything. No.
Now, you happy about that, Jenny? You're keeping somebody in penury. We could have robbed that bank, me and Arthur together. I could be Bonnie to his Clyde. I think it's time. I've always wanted to do this, I have to say. Yes, Shane, hit the music.
Hello, email bag, and welcome to my weekly web-based musings on the monstrosities of Montrose and the troubles of TV3. The BBC bloopers, you know what I mean. Now, as you know, I'm quite a connoisseur of riding. My horsemanship has been much commented upon down through the years. I was well known for completing the course without any faults, if you get my drift. Well, Eamon Sweeney's not happy with the coverage of riding on RTE. I agree. We need more of it. Go on, Eamon.
Dear Arthur, I'm writing in annoyance after watching the very limited coverage of the Dublin Horse Show. Why is there so little coverage of Ireland's greatest equestrian events? Ireland is a very horsey country, and yet there is only limited coverage of 3 days of a 5-day event, and there are so many other international shows which RTE won't even mention on the news.
A shame.
And RTE's cameramen do not know how to cover equestrian events. The cameras are placed up too high, many times too near. It's not football they're covering. They should look at the FEI Nations Cup on H&C Sky 280 and see how it's really done. Yours, angrily, Eamon Sweeney.
Thanks for that, Eamon. Now, this is what RTE had to say for themselves.
We've covered 3 days of the Dublin Horse Show for the last 10 years or more. We had a massive amount of sport last week between GAA, League of Ireland, Man U, etc. But the horse show was just as important to us. We aim to cover as much sport as we can on RTE, but we also have to take into account time and scheduling constraints.
Thanks for that, RTE. Now, yet another query about that bloody Ariel XL gel ad.
What is dripping off that man sandwich in the Ariel XL gel ad?
I really don't want to know, but this is what Zaza in the press office had to say.
The answer is spaghetti hoops. Yes, he's eating a spaghetti hoop sandwich. Don't ask us why, he just is, and my name is Jaja.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm corrected as per usual, yes. Bizarre, yeah. Now, Conor Tyrrell is annoyed with UPC.
Hi Arthur, I recently made the switch from Sky to UPC and things haven't gone smoothly. At least once a week, everything scheduled to record deletes. About 1 out of every 2 series set to Series Link fails to Series Link properly, or fails halfway through the series. It's not just limited to one box either, it happens to all 3 boxes in my house. Thanks, Conor Tyrrell.
Right, here's the answer for you from UPC. Conor?
Hope you're well. In relation to your listener's query, this is most unusual and we haven't come across this before. It could be down to a local wiring or signal issue. If your listener could pass on his contact details to me, a member of the UPC customer service team will get in touch with him directly and seek to rectify the issue. Thanks, Angie.
Now, strange goings on at Catherine Thomas's show, the Festival Roadshow, according to Dolores.
Hi gang, as a big fan of your show, I was tuned in last week when Catherine Thomas was on the show, and I was very surprised to hear her say that the new Festival Roadshow programme, which she presents, is done live. I had watched the Galway Arts Festival programme with great interest, being a Connemara woman, and wondered about when it may have been done, but didn't think too much more about it. After hearing her interviewed on your show, I looked in again on Friday night, where they were broadcasting from Killarney, and unless there's a time difference between Galway and Killarney, I cannot see how it was as bright as day there at 10:30 p.m. when it was as dark night here in Connemara, which of course begs the question, How live is live? Dolores in Connemara.
I think you know the answer, Dolores. Although someone in RTE did try to tell me that it could be brighter in Killarney because it's further south. Oh dear. Well, that's it for this week. It's been a pleasure working with Fergal O'Brien again. Email back at todayfm.com for all your queries, and a bobblehead Ray could be yours to put whatever you wish, or whatever you wish. Bye.
Wow, that is one of my life's ambitions fulfilled. I can't, I'm genuinely happy. It's a bit weird, it's a bit like reading The Passion or something at Mass. I had this overwhelming urge to go, crucify him, crucify him. Arthur Murphy, thanks very much. Log on to the Facebook page and get Arthur Murphy back on telly.